Okay, hey everyone, and welcome to another Class 66 Rocks Loco review. Now, in this review, I am going to be taking a look at a HO scale locomotive which I purchased from a swap meet in Buxton. It only cost £18, but it is actually really good quality, and it actually looked better than the Batman HO scale one, and that's saying something. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we've got today then. So today we can see we have a Life Like Trains model. It's a powered locomotive. It's actually a make I've never heard of before, so I don't know much about the company. But I think the last Life Like train that I did a review on was like a Walder's, but I don't think this is a Walder's either. But if you do know who this company are, please leave your comments below. As you can see, it's in HO scale. It cost £18, and as you can see, it is in Santa Fe Livery. So if we just take a look around at the box, we can see that we've got the company logo, the words powered locomotive there. On this side we've got the number 8294. It's a GP38 locomotive and it is in Santa Fe. As we can see, again, this other side's exactly the same. And on here it says for your HO scale railroad. And on the back here, it actually shows you what Life Like actually do. They do everything from track to locomotives to buildings and cars, as they're called in America, but we call them wagons over here, don't we? But like I say, it's not a company I've heard of. So let's get the locomotive out of the box and take a look at it. So we'll just slowly take the locomotive out and place it down a minute. So as we can see here, we've got the assembly instructions for the HO scale GP38-2 locomotive. I have got a GP38-2 in BNSF livery as well, so this is the second GP38-2 to join my fleet. I'm hoping to have them all running on the new layout once we move house. So you're actually watching this video while I'm still at my old house, but things are looking up and are positive. So we should know within the next week or so when we can move. So that's going to take a long time, so I'm trying now to get some videos done so that when we do move, you're not missing out on reviews or anything like that, so you can still watch videos. Because what I'll do, I'll set them to private, then unlock them every Thursday night around about 11:30 midnight, when I usually do. So as I'm moving house, you're watching my videos. So, because I don't really want to be doing videos and then not uploading them for like months while we get the internet reconnected at my new house, because I don't want to disappoint you all. So with that brief summary, sorry about that, out of the way, I'll crack on with this review. So as you can see, we also have instructions for removing the body shell, which we've not really had with some locomotives, well, HO ones, but the majority of them have come with instructions. It's just been like the odd one that hasn't. And on the back we can see we've got the limited warranty, how to take care of your locomotive, running your locomotive. It also tells you how to call them, and it is an American number as well. And as we can see here, we have a bit about the information about the company. They're called Life Like Products, and they're based in Baltimore, USA. So that's actually interesting to know. I actually found out where they're actually from now. So here we have the locomotive in Santa Fe livery. I'm sure there's a certain name for this particular one. Something, I'm not too sure whether it's war bonnet colour scheme, but I think some HO modelers might know. And I think also a few of my American friends will know as well. Danny used to be DMNCAU, but I think his channel's now called Trains Big and Small. So he's one person that knows everything about these locomotives, and there's loads of others who I could mention. There's Sean, awesome rail fan, and quite a few others, but I haven't got the time to reel off every last American subscriber that I've subscribed to. Okay, so let's have a look at this locomotive then. So as we can see, we've got no pinch holes on the back to put our fingers through, so we're just going to have to be extra careful taking this particular locomotive out of the box. So we'll just take it out and place that down. So here we have it, the GP38-2 in Santa Fe Livery. As you can see, it's in red and silver, and it also has some yellow on it as well. So we'll start with the side. So as we can see here, we have the road number, which is 3500. We have 4 bogies on either wheel set, there and there. Now I have to point out, when I bought this locomotive, this wheel set was hanging off, but since then we've actually fixed it back on again. So moving along now, we can see we have a plastic grab rail or handrail running along the length of the locomotive. We have the wording Santa Fe in red letters on the silver backdrop just there, and if I just run my hand over some of these rivet areas, I think that's what they are, all across the bodywork, you can actually feel them. So it is really good quality, and it was well worth the money paid for it. So what we'll do now, we'll just turn the locomotive round to the rear end. I think this locomotive has got lights as well, but because we haven't got a decoder in it, or we don't even know if it's DCC ready or needs hard wiring, it will be featured on the new layout at the new house. So all locomotives currently are boxed up and ready to move, so this will be joining them. So as we can see here, we've got like the grab rails or handrails. Now on different models like Carto, they actually supply them in a packet, so these have just been painted. They're not like parts you can stick on as such. We've got 2 lights above there. They might actually light up, I'm not too sure. As we can see, we've got a knuckle coupler just there, and we've also got some more handrails or grab rails, whatever you want to call them, along here in red. So moving the locomotive round to the other side now, we can see we've got some steps just there. Again, there's nothing really different about this side. We've still got a red handle grab rail running across the locomotive. I can't get my words out actually. Santa Fe in red letters on the silver background just there. We've also got the running number 3500, and I don't think this locomotive has a driver in. I can't actually see one. I can see lots of parts inside that cab window, but no driver, so I'll have to see what they are when I get to decoding it. So what we'll do now, I'll just show you this quickly. We've also got a fuel tank under here, by the way, just sort of point that out. So I'll now turn the locomotive round to the front, and as we can see on the front here, we've got 2 horns on the roof. We've got 2 lights in the middle, one on just below the other one there. these two boxes on the left and right hand sides, I think that's where the road number goes in, I think. But if you do know the proper name for it, please leave your comments below. But on some models I've got, there's actually a number in these two holes and these light up. So, because I'm not a proper American modeler, I'm not too sure on some of the abbreviations used in America. But I'm hoping to go there one day on holiday, so I'll get to learn a bit more and see these locomotives in person. As we can see on the front here, we have like a rounded steering wheel. It looks a bit like a steering wheel, doesn't it? In yellow, with Santa Fe running across the middle of it in red. But that's obviously Santa Fe's logo. And we've also got two more lamps, or headlights, situated in the middle here, if you can just see that. And also on here we have another knuckle coupler. I think that might be a dummy one actually, but I think we'll be using the back one anyway. And as you can see, we've also got two windows on the left and right hand sides just there, and a grab or handrail running across the front of the locomotive here. And this middle section here is actually supposed to be a chain. Some of them are painted silver on some models, and some are just painted different colours to match the bodywork. So turning to the roof of the locomotive now, I've already showed you the horns, but moving across we can see we've got some stunning grille effects on the front and the back of the locomotive here, and these are really outstanding, and I can't actually believe how highly detailed this locomotive is for the price paid. But if you ever go to Buxton, if you live in the UK or near there, the people selling these locomotives are usually there every time, and they're usually tucked in the corner as you walk in by the doorway. You get the admissions tickets. As you walk through past the tickets and go to your right, they're usually around that area somewhere. But there are other people who sell HO scale locomotives there as well, but this particular one we've bought off before, so they are really good people to buy them off. But that's it, basically, the Life Like Trains GP38-2 in Santa Fe Livery.